Hey y'all, I'm out here today in the creek. Figured I'd do some gold prospecting. We've had a lot of rain lately, and it's just now settling down. So it took me a while to find a place to set up the sluice box. The water was kind of deep in most areas. I normally set it up, but I managed to get her set up right here. I just put a rock under it to lift it up a little bit, and I have it at the little slanted angle, slanted down on the end about 2 inches from the top. And the water's going through it just fine, so looks like it will do great. And I'm over here getting ready to dig my material. I've found gold in this creek before. It's just right behind my house, and I was digging right up in here a couple years ago. I dug down about a foot. I was finding a lot of flour gold, but I'm sure there's some nuggets down in here somewhere. Here's what I'm doing. I got my classifier screen, 1/4 mesh, and I'm just going to take it and wash it out into this bucket here and put all the concentrates from the bucket in the sluice box. It's a pretty simple process, not too difficult. It's a lot easier if you classify your material before you put it in the sluice box, just to get all the bigger rocks out and stuff. So let's get to digging and see if we can find some gold. I'm digging my material from down in here. It's hard packed, and I got my rock pick. Does a good job breaking up the material. A lot of clay in there, and the gold is mixed in with this clay. That's where I've been finding it. It's like a blue clay too. Real nice blue clay. A lot of black sand in it. I'm just kind of scraping it over here, and I'll scoop it up with my army shovel. I didn't bring my big shovel today. I figured I'd go lightweight since I'm close to the house. Didn't want to carry too much in the woods. Of course, I have my magnet on the end of my pick here, and I can just put it in the water, pick up debris or black sand, magnetic rocks. So let's get to loading this stuff in the screen here. It's hard to do it with one hand, but we'll get a scoop full and fill it up in the screen. I mean, it beats out there detecting in the hot woods of all the snakes and spiders. In the creek, you don't see too much of that. It's pouring down rain now. Hopefully that won't stop me. Anyways, I got the screen loaded up. I'm going to take the gold pan and pour water in it. It's hard to do all this with one hand. And shake her out. Good thing the screen fits on top of a bucket. Works real well. We're having a tropical rainstorm out here. It's crazy. Just pouring down rain out of nowhere. Anyway, I finished screening out the material, and I want to show y'all a close-up of what I'm dealing with. See how we have all the clays on the rocks here? Clay, you need to break up them clay balls. Gold's in that clay. Good sign is quartz rock, and that one has a lot of cavities in it. Pretty cool. Digging in the right area then. There's normally glass in here, so you just gotta be careful. But I'll wash all the big rocks off real good, and I'll just throw them to the side. And once this bucket gets filled up about halfway or so, I'll take it and we'll feed it into the sluice box over there. And that will catch all of our gold. And then at the end of the day, we'll go clean out the sluice box, pan out the concentrates, and see if we found anything. And throw my material in there. It's all classified, it's real simple. I mean, you can shovel material in there or big rocks in it and stuff. You just gotta take them out the sluice box. You don't want them to be clogged up in there. Got a pretty good current going. I'm just hand feeding it in there. I know there's gold in this stuff. I mean, it's not the biggest stuff, biggest gold, but hopefully we'll find something. You can see the black sands, they wash away last. lighter sands first. Check out the hole I'm working on. I'm only down a couple inches. It's really hard packed dirt. It's hard to dig, but let's see if y'all can get a view underwater if it's not too dirty. Wash this out. This material here looks good. Check it out. A lot of nice clays on the rocks. A lot of clay in there. I'm getting down to the goody layer. This is a new camera, by the way. Does a pretty good job. Same as my other one, full HD. There's some of my tailing stuff I've screened out. To save me time, I figured I'd put the classifier screen on top of the sluice box here, and I'll just shake it around and get all the material down in there and just wash all the stuff off here. It does save a little bit of time, but I don't mind filling up the buckets. I'm in no hurry. Plenty of daylight left. I took my rock pick and I busted up this big boulder right here. Just hit it hard and it busted it right open. So now I'm gonna pry it out. I'm sure there's gold under that thing. I'm gonna wash off the rock. Oh man, put that in the screen if it don't break it. Let's see if there's any clay under here. Oh, I feel nothing but clay. A lot of clay. Good material. I'm gonna get it out. Just, yeah, it feels like good material. Let's wash off that big rock in the sluice box, get all the junk off of it. I've been loading more buckets of material in. Doing pretty good. Hopefully we will get something today. If not, then we had fun. That's what it's all about anyway. I didn't bring a little plastic hand trowel, so I'm just using my hand, but works just as fine. Or you can just dump the bucket in there. The water's going fast enough to wash it down at a pretty good rate. I need to get the dredge in here. If it's got a lot of gold, I can find it with the dredge a lot easier. Fill this bucket up with water here and dump it on there. Pour the material in. Alright. Go down here and clean out the tailing pile. Make sure that's not backed up. Good to go. There could be some gold in there. Let's see. Let's take a look. Here's what I do when I clean my sluice box out at the end of the day. I just scoot the bucket up under it in the water, lift up the sluice box, and then you take your gold pan or bucket or whatever you have and you wash off all the sand and gravel from up top here and get most of it as you can into the bucket. And then what I'll do is I'll unlatch the carpet and everything and the ripples and let the carpet slide down into the bucket. Of course, when you're by yourself and trying to hold a gold pen between your legs from floating away, it's difficult. And then what I'll do is, you don't want to put this in the water because there could be gold stuck under it. So just keep it in the bucket, push the carpet down, and since I don't have a gold pan, I'll just wash it out with my hand. Wash all the sand and everything out the sluice box. And then once you do all that real good, especially up here where the matting is, you can pull the sluice box out, set it to the side, wash out the ripples, wash that out, and then you wash out your carpet. Pretty simple to do, you just wash it out, make sure you get all the stuff out of there as much as you can anyway. And then once I'm done washing this out, I'll just put it back in the sluice box and hook everything back together and carry my concentrates back home in the bucket. Pretty simple. Finally got my gold pan. I saved it. Had to run downstream. At least I got that. I lose too many of these things. I wanted to show y'all the hole I worked while I was here. It really ain't much of a hole. Just a little bit right here. Down about 8 inches to a foot. It's really hard packed material though. It's hard to dig in it. You got to work real hard at the pick. So hopefully there was some gold in there. Guess we'll find out when we get back to the house. And I'm just now painting out the concentrates. I've been at it a couple minutes now. I didn't even have many concentrates. So out of half a bucket of material, here's what I've got so far. I haven't even finished panning out the pan yet, but I don't know if y'all can see that. I have gold in there. There's a speck of gold right there, and there's another one just right there. And there's a little piece of birdshot beside it. So 2 little specks of gold. That's pretty good considering I only stayed about an hour. Hopefully there's more in there. That's just some of the stuff that popped out. So there's a close-up of the speck of gold right there. Really small. And there's another one right here. Speck of gold. That's pretty sweet. We got some color in there. Man, I'm gonna have to take the dredge down there and just tear that place to pieces. I bet there's all kinds of stuff in there. Well, here's all the gold I got today. I got them 2 big specks there. I got another speck right there in the middle of the screen. And a couple others mixed in there. I only panned it out once though, so there could be more. I'll repan it for sure. But that's the biggest ones that you can see with the camera. Anyway, a lot of extra fine gold in there. So hopefully I can get the dredge down in there one day and find some bigger nuggets. Had a lot of black sand in the concentrates. That's a good sign. Only a couple bird shots. But the gold, it's gold for sure. Good yellow gold. Can't beat it. Good day, considering I didn't stay long. So, thanks for watching, y'all. Good luck and happy hunting.